Hi, everybody, and welcome to SunBurst Tarot, where today we're going to be looking at Shantel Marie Sarot, aka Foodie Beauty. And this is going to be a redo of a video I did the other day where the audio ended up being like super low. It was really hard to hear, and I wanted to come on and redo this video for people because I don't want to have bad audio. I want people to be able to hear me clearly and the such. So, this is going to be going over old topics such as what was going on, will there be consequences for Foodie Beauty, aka Chantal Marie Sarot, and the things that are going on with her regarding bringing on a child to her channel and the such. So, let's take a look. First things first, though, before we get into it, remember everything that I'm saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all, just my opinion, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So with that, let's get into this reading. Moving in love and light on Chantal, the situation showing this child on YouTube, and apparently some not so good things with PayPal as well. So let's just take a look. What is the general energy around her in the current? With the Hierophant reversed, ooh. She's not committing to this bit anymore. Why is this? Where is she not able to move to? So the Hierophant reversed, it's like no follow through, lack of commitment. This is also issues of a higher power, governments, institutions. This is like my big CEO bigwig card. Why is this? Because you can't move, you can't leave, you can't go somewhere. Because from a material influence here, you got to get out of your comfort zone. Something's going on with her money. Something's going on with her money. She's got to get out of her comfort zone. She's got to try something. She's got to come out from her hidey hole and actually do something. Because the hopes and fears here, her fame is falling, but also there's negative attention being drawn to her in some way. And it's like she's got to move or act differently because of the negative attention that's been brought onto her from these situations. The unseen obstacle, this is going to be all out for everybody to see. With the judgment card, this is like someone's coming down on high, information's being brought in down to everyone else. There's a high authority figure or a high figure who's kind of coming in and bringing down information of the such to other people regarding this situation. There's because the negative influence here is your manifestations, her ability to do things isn't coming to fruition. The electricity didn't come in, the monster didn't become alive, the parts didn't work. Now all you got left is a bunch of pieces sewed together and it's smelling like blue cheese. That's what this is feeling like with the Magician reverse. It's like everything that she's been trying to manifest, it is not working. Nothing is coming in. Things are not working out in her favor anymore because what's going for her, she's going to have to travel again. With this world card upright, she has to travel again or go somewhere different. This could be a worldwide thing. This also could be your double life is getting exposed. You can't live your double life anymore. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, both are characters. And you're trying to live a double life right now. However, here in the past, she's just putting on a gosh darn show. She's putting on a show. She's had to see things in a new light here. And then in the future, it's the F around and find out moment. So when it comes to this situation, when it comes to YouTube, PayPal, with the child on putting the child on camera, it seems that there will be some sort of consequences that she's going to have to face. I'm not sure of what consequences or where. We'll look into both platforms to see what's going to happen. But there are consequences. The skulls are coming out from underneath. The bodies that you've tried burying are coming out. They're rolling out from underneath this tower that you've built up for yourself, that you've grown. You built it on shaky foundation. You built it on the bodies of others. Figuratively, metaphorically, spiritually, emotionally. they're all coming out. Whatever you've built yourself up on, it is now, all of those little things are coming out that you've tried to keep hidden. That's what I'm seeing here for Shantel. Just her giant general energy. Okay, so what's this big tower moment looking like here in the future? We will see. I want to take a look at this card and then I also want to take a look at this card in more detail. Oh, also, where is it? Oh, and then at the bottom of the deck was the devil. So yeah, we got some nefarious things going. I also want to take a look at that card. Okay. So we're gonna take a look first at the money. And why is she having to get uncomfortable with the money? What is kind of going on here? She's having to get out of her comfort zone in terms of making money, having money, and the such. What is this all entailing? The Hermit card. What is this all entailing? Issues with money, having to get out of her comfort zone to do certain things. At the center of it, she's got no other choice. There's no choices given to her. It's like you can't stay stuck in indecision. A choice was made for you, and it was the choice you didn't want it to be made, but the choice was made around this. Why is it? Because of communication. Communication from the internet. This is travel. This is distance. This is change. Again, typically on this card, there's a boat, and you're going on the boat somewhere, because this is the Six of Swords. Again, same vibe, same energy. She has to make a decision, or a decision is being made for her in terms of her money, where she's got to go. She's got to go. She's got to try something different. Because from a material influence, the Knight of Swords, your mouth got you in trouble, or you said something that you weren't supposed to, or you're trying to make money. You're trying to put yourself out there. Again, this is more travel. She's got to go somewhere for money. And I don't know what the issue is here. I don't know if there's issues in her traveling to get her money. I'm hearing yes, but there's also travel. Like there's some sort of issue with travel to get money that she can't do anymore. Because the hopes and fears here is she wants to keep feeding her vices. I need to keep feeding my vices. I need to keep feeding my... I've chained myself to my vices of which control me. She needs to keep feeding that. She needs to keep feeding this entity that has control of her in terms of money. Also, when it comes in terms of money, what is she doing for money, and just not just feeding her vices, but how is she making that money and feeding her vices? This is nasty energy. Because the unseen obstacle here, again, the Two of Pentacles, another decision being made for her, and it's going to be the worst of the two options, because the ball was dropped. The ball was dropped. You weren't able to maintain or balance anymore. Because the negative influence, again, is the Ten of Pentacles. This is where she's made her money for the longest of times. This is where the majority of her money is. What's going on with her bank account in Canada? Why do I see her bank account in Canada getting frozen? I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. Doesn't mean it needs to be one for one, but I'm like, what's going on with her bank account in Canada? It feels like it's getting frozen. It's not happening. It's got to stop. It's zilch. Nope. Weird stuff's going on with that bank account in Canada, because what's going for her, something is about to get exposed. This is about getting exposed. This is supreme happiness, but the things are going because here in the past you were greedy, you were selfish, you were hoarding all the money for yourself, and then here in the future you're gonna have to pay it all back. You can't be greedy and selfish. You gotta give. You gotta give that money away. Let's see. Let's get some clarifiers on this spread here really quick. This has been a waiting game. Timing, waiting, delays. This has been a long time coming when it comes to her getting very uncomfortable. It's like TikTok, time is in. Everything's going to happen just as the way it needs to happen. Why is this? Because there's ill intentions at play. There's bad karma. You make bad decisions, you get bad karma back. Make good decisions, good karma. But this is bad karma, because what's going on here? Because from a financial influence, why does it feel like one of her transfers or some of her transfers are getting flagged in the system, in some sort of system with the Wi-Fi here, connection, community messaging with the Knight of Swords? This gives me like internet vibes. Internet wire transfers, you're having to go across oceans through the air. What's going on with the wire transfers? There's issues when it comes to the wire transfers, things going on there. She's waiting for a wire transfer that maybe doesn't come in the way it should, because the hopes and fears, it's like this is something she's been doing forever. With the infinity symbol, like she's been doing this for a really long time. It's like it's a loop. It's like money goes in, money goes out, money goes in, money goes out, and it's just this continuous cycle essentially to go through. The unseen obstacle here is turtle. This has been a slow this has been a very slow process, but one of like, you've dug yourself into this. We just needed to gather evidence, bring things up, because the negative influence here is that this is putting on an act, performative piece, hidden sadness. This has just been all of, what front does she have when it comes to her money that she's been hiding from people? Because what's going for her? It's time for a new beginning, girl. It's the dark night of the soul. You got a new start, new bank accounts, new things. You get to start something new, because here in the past, lots of obstacles with the brick, about money, the foundation, and here in the future with the moon. Intuition, mystery, feminine energy, emotional cycles. She's going to have to give some stuff up, but there's a lot of follow the lunar cycles with her. Lunar cycles are super important. Because something's about to really, I wonder, there's another reader on here, In2it Tarot, that said something about the new moon. Something did happen on that new moon. I'm not sure what it was, if this was an email, if this was communication of some sort, but something happened on that new moon, and it feels like this is in Leo season. Leo season, the new moon on Leo season, which happened on the 25th of July, 2025. Something happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know how, what, when, where, why, but something new started with her money on that day. It's new beginnings, a fresh start where she could go and be happy. Something new happened on that day. Just from all these context clues, something new is happened on that day. But I don't know if the audience is aware of this right now. No, because of the evil eye. Spiritual protection, warding off negativity. This is something that she has very protected. This is something that not, like, sure, we can get the timing, but we're not able to get the actual event. This is something that's hidden from a lot of tarot readers, because she doesn't want people to know what this is. And I'm okay with not knowing what this is, because honestly, I don't want to. But something happened on that day. Something very significant happened on that day for her, where stuff popped off. Okay, so that's regarding her money. Something happened on that day with her money. Okay, so next I want to take a look into what's the energy around YouTube. She was very mass reported by quite a few people, a lot of tags online when she brought on a child with special needs onto her channel, asking for money and the such. But we aren't through with some of those other cards. So let's take a look at what's this Judgment card. This was the unseen obstacle coming for her. So what was going on with her, this unseen obstacle, the Judgment upright? What's this kind of all about when it comes to what's kind of, not what's next, but the unseen obstacle here with her energy? There's judgment around the work that she's been doing, the money that she's been making, how she's been making it, the hard work and effort that she's been putting into it. Why is this? Because she's trying to manifest new opportunities. She's trying to manifest new opportunities, and that's what people are being are judgmental about, and what people are noticing. It's like, you're trying to work hard to manifest new opportunities, boiling and bubbling, hopes and fears. what's going to be coming out about her relationship that she's so desperately trying, or a new relationship that she's trying to forge? Because the hopes and fears here, again, is the Temperance card. It's like, I'm going to find balance. What does she want to do with her channel? Like, this is like, whatever, this has to do with work or something that she wants to maintain balance around. She wants to be like, I can have my cake and eat it too. Unseen obstacle, though, is she's not able to get away with this because it's time to release this burden, or she's holding on to this burden that needs to be released. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, right? But that crown's getting yanked right off of her head. What's going for her? She's got different opportunities from a work perspective, it feels like, going on that she's able to make money from. However, here in the past, again, this is a decision that's out of her control, and here in the future, she's losing all of her connections up with higher self, spirit, and whether this is lower entities, middle entities, higher entities, whatever she's working with, they're going to also abandon her in some way. Whatever this is, it's like whatever she's done, it's like, I want to say, it's like she's done a contract, she has the things, she's doing what she wants to build up this relationship here, trying to maintain balance. However, she's gonna try and jump to either a new person or a new patron, it feels like, because the old one is not wanting to work with her anymore, whatever that may be. And that's the unseen obstacle for this, is whatever patron or thing that she's been working on, they're going to not want to work with her in the future either. So I don't know what sort of magical practices she does, candle magic, getting grounded, getting rooted, doing what she wants to, but someone else is going to be like, nope, we do not want to work with you either. She's running out of people, she's running out of entities because she's unable to stay consistent in her practices, is what I'm seeing and or feeling here. Also, whatever she sent out, again, if you're not super spiritual, that's okay. But whatever she's sent out, things that she's been protected from or things that have been deflected from her are no longer going to be deflected. It's getting full brunt. Whatever you've sent out, remember all those return to senders and stuff? Everything is coming back at her, and it will not be able to be deflected anymore. The bad karma that she's been trying to avoid by going to other people to help avoid it, no one's going to help her anymore, at least on a spiritual side. No one wants to help her anymore. Also, karma's coming in. You can only run so long. The protections are down. The walls are down. That's all I'm seeing. So what can we see here in the future for this tower moment? We have a tower moment. F around and find out, man. What's this all about in terms of her money and be able to make money on these platforms, essentially? Oh boy. Hopes and fears. Unseen obstacles. Okay, so at the center of this, what's kind of coming up for here? There's a war party coming after her. When I see the Six of Wands upright, this is like, it's big news everywhere. You got a mob of people coming for you, huh, baby. You got a mob of people coming for you. Why? Because of what you've said, what you've done. Unseen obstacles, or the material influences here, the Seven of Wands. You can't defend yourself against these allegations. There's proof, there's evidence, there is concrete, there's a paper trail that you cannot erase. Hopes and fears with the Ace of Cups. She's falling out of favor with somebody or something. Is someone sequestering funds or records of payment? Because what I see in my mind's eye is I see a PayPal account. I see a PayPal account, or I see a bank account. And from this bank account, there's deposits, right? You see these deposits. And then there's like your YouTube deposit or Google AdSense deposit. And then underneath it is a very similar Google AdSense account, right? You get there's a very similar Google AdSense account, a deposit. but it doesn't come from Google AdSense. It looks similar, but it's not. And that's like, this is issues. This is bad. This is a problem. And you can't get rid of this paper trail. I don't know what this is, but there's money, or there's a transfer or a deposit or there's some sort of, I feel it's like it's either a deposit or it could be a withdrawal, but it's going towards this one thing that looks very similar to another thing in that account, and it's there to confuse people of what it truly is or where that money is coming from or going to. It's really weird. Because the unseen obstacle here, it's the Ten of Swords. This is, again, backstabbing, a betrayal. It's the ending of something. It's an ending of a cycle. Someone's getting betrayed on people, places, and or things. Negative influence here as well. Knight of Pentacles. There's a long-standing history. This has been going on for a very long time with the transfers of funds. And this, I see it. It goes back 5 years. Whatever this transfer of funds or things that are going on in this bank account in the future, when it feels like money in some way, you can't get away with it anymore. This has been around for a very long time. They can go back 5 years and look at bank statements and see that this has been going on for 5+ years. Because the positive influence, this has been hidden. This has been very hidden. We won't know about this too much. Here in the past, again, the Magician reversed. I was a snake oil salesman. I did not tell the truth about everything. And here in the future, we have a lot of anxiety, worry, and the such, because we're not being able to make money and this after random find out moment. Our skeletons are coming out of the closet, is what I'm seeing here. And we're very worried about it, because this is, whatever sort of things are going on here is bad. It's bad. So we're going to take a look about this money stuff. Because y'all know me. I'm a curious little cat. I'm always curious with things going on. So let's see. Let's take a look and see what's going on here when it comes to Miss Foodie Beauty, Shantel Marie Tarot. And it feels like financial issues. I mean, I've been saying she's been doing fraud for a long time. I think I was talking about that back in February already. So, like, I truly believe she is. But we'll see what else is going on here. Party favors. Why is this? What is this thing that's going on with her money? Where the heck is her money going? I knew she had a lot of issues in Canada. Ah, ha, ha. Okay. Okay, so what are these issues with money going on with her bank accounts and the things of the such? So, with this being a red room, I'm just gonna, it's a party, but red rooms. What was she getting paid for, like, rendezvous or certain things? When I see red room parties, you know, the red room. You know how our favorite boys like to go to the red room and horn it up. Why is this because of a couple? I'm gonna grab some clarifiers for this. What's going on here? Yeah, this is all about money. Unity of elements, sure, the pentacle, but it's also about money. Why is this? I wonder, is this for this card? I'll try again. So let's take a look here. So this is about money making from red rooms. Illegal activity is kind of what I get from this. Why is this? Because of the couple. This is like she's lost. She's on some sort of path. She's doing something different with her life, with the labyrinth. She's also just, when it comes to her money, there's from a financial influence. Is this something she was doing with, like, Salah? like money that she's been doing something with Salah, because the hopes and fears here, there's a paper trail here of funds going overseas or to foreign lands or to foreign places. Like, what sort of money transfers did she get involved with when she went over to Kuwait? Maybe this isn't just five. I mean, again, I see 5+ years. However, it's like there's worse money transfers, or it's like money transfers to this location caused us to look even deeper. Because again, yeah, this is an imprisonment, unseen obstacle. The imprisonment, she might end up have to go to jail for this. This is like wake up call, the coffee mug, imprisonment, because the negative influence currently, sudden transformation, reevaluation of life path with the tornado in the desert. I mean, I feel like here, like she's got issues over with Kuwait. She's got issues in Canada. Where is this money going? Why is no one having this? What's going for her? There's a cleanup of funds, a cleanup of different things. No one can find her. Control, authority, dominating with the controller. It's like, I'm controlling how this goes. Here in the past, life insurance with the family. Salah was her life insurance policy. The wedding, the commitment, my married couple. That was the life insurance policy for her to get away. She had to go to Syria. Because what's going for? She's running away to love. She's running away to connection. She has major money issues, legal money issues, in my opinion, here. And she had to run away to Kuwait or to Syria to escape those. Again, where is this money? What's this big issue? I don't know if she was like doing some nefarious things with couples or with other people, but like there's some issues when it comes to money and who she was connecting up to get this money or to transfer money in some way. There's something wrong with her taxes. So bad. And I think now people are starting to like, oh, what do you mean? There's cross-referencing going on with her taxes and the amount of money that she's making and people looking at things. I also feel like there's an audit of her accounts. Something's going to get frozen here soon, at least in my opinion. I still see that. You can run, but you can't hide. Okay, so I want to take a look here at PayPal. Yeah, we'll take a look at PayPal, and then we'll also take a look at, again, I don't know if we'll see any repercussions from YouTube. I mean, if we do, I don't know how that will happen, but let's just see what's going on with PayPal and things going on with Shantel. What is going on? A lot of people reported her account for taking on donations. So let's take a look. What is going on with Shantel and her PayPal account in the current moment? What is going on there? She's not being she's either not telling the truth or they're not telling the truth about it. Why? Because we're lying about how things truly are. Ooh. Someone is lying. This is so many lies. Like, I'm lying about my PayPal account. I'm lying what it's truly there to do. Because from a material influence, who else has access to this account? It isn't just her and Salah, it feels like. There's another person who has access to this PayPal account to get money from it. And this is going to be a major issue. Who else has access to this PayPal account? Who else is putting money into this PayPal account? Who else is transferring things out of this PayPal account? There's issues up to wazoo, and there's a third party involved with it. Because the hopes and fears, there's justice coming. There's a balancing of scales. I would be very careful. This PayPal account there's money owed to PayPal. There's money owed to PayPal, certain services. Too much money is being exchanged in a weird way because the unseen obstacle here is they're not naive anymore. We're seeing the blindfold is off. We know where we're going. Or you were foolish. You were being a fool to think that you can get away with this. Because the negative influence, we're not looking the other way anymore. We're moving on from the situation. Because what's going for this whole thing? the secret's out. Cat's out of the bag, y'all. Because here in the past, weird stuff with money, or money is weird. Where is it? Not there. And here in the future, the Page of Cups. And here in the middle of the deck, Two of Swords. Again, guys, I feel like her PayPal account might go bye-bye. Because it's time, you got to pay up. At the bottom of the deck, it's time to pay up between PayPal. It's like, I got to put my money elsewhere. Money's coming in, but now I got to give it out. Money is needed. Rotro Brigadios. That's not good. Shantel and PayPal. Looks like we got some legal issues potentially coming in. Someone wants their money. Someone wants their money. The cat's out of the bag. Secrets are coming out about this PayPal account. There's also, again, a third party who has access to it. There's issues when it comes to money in this family. Or not just this family, but for Shantel. What else can we know here when it comes to what's going on with Shantel and YouTube? With a bunch of people reported her video. Will there be any repercussions coming down from YouTube and things of such nature there? Things are getting a little rocky at YouTube right now. Six of Cups reversed. Why is this? Because the Temperance. So there's an unequal exchange of money going on because of things in the past. It's like we're trying to ignore things from the past. However, things are becoming overwhelming in the amount of stuff coming out because financially there's no more offers on the table. I would be very careful. It looks like YouTube is getting to the point of our cuppeth isn't filling anymore. And what is going on? There's also stuff from the past that are like, maybe we won't do this anymore. Because the hopes and fears, they're very nervous and worried about this. Also, the unseen obstacle. They're not making money from this anymore. The amount of money in this community has dropped. Or the amount of money being made off of her name has dropped significantly. This relationship is on the rocks. This relationship is not one of, I'm going to invest in you anymore. Because the negative influence here, there's a different person in town. Also, there's higher ups at YouTube or the such that are now taking interest. Or now have their eyes on this and are asking questions. This isn't just low-level middle management stuff anymore. This is getting really bad because the negative, positive influence, maybe it's time to let this community go. Maybe we need to let our old money go. As here in the past, again, here's this King of Cups. There's a King of Cups. Maybe this is an individual at YouTube or an executive that was like, yeah, I'm going to keep you guys around. But here in the future, we got to weigh our P's and Q's here, our money. We got to balance things out. I'm going to grab out the Girl World deck, my little mini clarifier deck here. And let's take a look at how YouTube is kind of feeling about Shantel right now. Orange Chicken, Flecks of Wealth. Here in the past. In the past, they were all good because she was making a lot of freaking money. Why is this? Because it was easy content. It was easy content. With Box Mountain, they just didn't want to clean it up. It was being lazy. We're just going to be lazy. We're going to not clean it up because we're making a lot of money from it. It's really not worth our salt to really take a look at right now. It's like minimal money comparative to other communities, but this still makes us a pretty good amount of money for the majority of the time. So what other information is there? Because the unseen from a material influence, there's not any more community outrage. There's no more trolling. With Shrimpgate here, along with the Knight of Cups, people are done and over with it. The emotions are gone. People are done with the community outrage. There's too much community outrage going on. Because also they're worried about other not so X-rated things coming out. I don't know what they know versus what we know, but there is a worry and an anxiety and a fear that there's gonna be some X-rated stuff coming out or being known about, or that they're gonna be implicated in. The unseen obstacle, though, again, it's all about that payday cycle and how much money are they really making at the end of the month versus not. We're at the end of the month right now. What I'm seeing in my mind's eye is a metric. There's a metric that after a certain amount of time that they're looking at, like, oh, this thing happened. We got all these reports. Now we're going to look at the impact of money that this name or this metric has made us. And they've seen like what I'm seeing in my mind is like, it's like we started here and it wasn't like a gradual down. No, it's like it started here and then went boom at the end of the month once this happened. And they're seeing like little surges here, but it's just going down and down and down, and it's scaring them because it's not being financially. Because again, the negative influence to this whole thing, the face banks hiding one's true self. There's an ex. There, someone is. Chantal's name is now known amongst high-ranking people at YouTube. This isn't just a middle management issue anymore. This is high-ranking people, and the true things, like what we've been hiding for a while, is now at the top, and people know about her, and they're like, "What can we do? What should we do? We've ignored it for this long." Someone brought this up in a meeting because the negative influence or the positive influence. There's no more crown. The crown's gone with Chantal, because here in the past she was feeling herself. Someone really, really, really liked her and what she brought to the platform. But here in the future, do I see that there's going to be massive change at YouTube when it comes to her? Internally, yes. Externally, no. Internally, there's a heavier watching of her channel, her content, and a higher scrutiny of things going on. However, with the intruder alert, not seeing reality, paranoia, worry, impaired judgment, alongside the blindfold here with the Two of Pentacles, I think they're waiting to see what's going to happen. I would not expect anything to happen here soon in terms of Chantal and YouTube, but they are watching this community, they are watching the money, and they are watching her channel. There's a higher level of scrutiny going on. Doesn't mean anything's going to happen, but it does mean that there is a higher level of people looking at this and determining what to do. Do we let this go off smoothly, or do we get rid of it completely? And I think that's kind of the decision that they're in right now when it comes to her. At least that's what's going on with YouTube. All right. So I am going to do one more question. This is getting a little long, but I do want to take a look here at Miss Shantel. And what is, like, I want to take a look, because again, I've been seeing lots of legal issues for her. Again, who knows what that's going to be like. Maybe this is high-ranking officials, people, places, things. I want to take a look. What is going on in Canada? And I just want to take a look at those finances, if we're allowed to know as a community. To know more about these finances, these weird finances, especially what do authorities in Canada want to talk to Chantal about? This is what I really want to dive into, because there's something weird going on here. So let's just take a look. What do authorities in Canada, I feel like, potentially want to talk to Chantal about? The transfer of money and her taxes, and why does she seem so poor, but yet she has all this money? Why is this? Because of, yeah, you've been so down on your luck, but yet you haven't, but yet you aren't. There's discrepancies of where you're getting your money from, because it seems like you're telling us you aren't making anything. Because from a material influence, though, Seven of Pentacles, we're following the money. She's got major issues when it comes to her money, her taxes, and the such, and they're following the money right now, and nothing's making sense. Because the hopes and fears, they want to fight. They want her back. Unseen obstacles, though. The Knight of Wands. What's that all about? Insensitivity, kind of impulsivity, not getting all your facts straight, the negative influence here, as well as the Nine of Pentacles reversed, which is she's broke. She's broke. There's nothing to go after right now. However, the positive influence, there's a lot of lies, there's a lot of deceit, there's a lot of snake oil salesman tactics here. Because here in the past, there's a lot of fast movement, rapid movement to get places, and here in the future. Where's the money? Wherever Shantel, y'all, I got it. Someone's following money. I want to say crypto wallets. They're following the money right now, and something's not making sense. And again, if y'all think, well, Chantal's so stupid and she couldn't figure that out. Y'all, she has friends who would help her, I think. So let's just take a look here. Yep, there are secrets around her money. Guardian, something's locked, and they need her, and they want her to explain it to them. Why is this? Because we've been slowly but surely following, yeah, you've been broke, but yet something's off here. Money goes in, money goes out. You say it's for this, then it's not. Where's this money going? Where have you been saving it? Where have you been spending it? Why does some go here? Where is everything? Where's all your PayPal money? Where's these PayPal donations coming from? Or I should say, where are your PayPal donations going? Because it feels like they aren't going to her main bank account where her YouTube AdSense is. Again, there's continuity. We're finding the circles. We're finding the patterns. We're following the money. Authorities are following the money right now, and they're finding some weird patterns, weird circles, because the positive or the hopes and fears here, we got messages, synchronicities, peaceful remembrances, fate. There's some weird patterns that they're trying to there's people, it's like, we want to find where this money's going. There's weird patterns to this that aren't making a lot of sense. Negative influence, though. There's a transition, connection between realms and or choices, the unseen obstacle here. There's a weird, they're trying to figure, whatever this is, it feels like it's an encryption. To me, that's like this unseen obstacle is like there's something, it's really hard to crack, it's really hard to follow because there's not a lot of structure to it. With the bridge here, it's a transition or connection between one point and another, and it's an encrypted transfer, it feels like, and they're struggling to get through this encryption to figure out where it's going. Because something's like they're getting it somewhere transferred, or it's transferred through a weird way, whether this is through gift cards, Bitcoin, or something of the such. It's transferred in a really weird way. The negative influence here too with the Nine of Pentacles and the phone. What's on her phone and why do they want it? If she would ever land in Canada, I feel like she's getting taken straight to authorities for questioning. They want her phone. They want her phone and they want it bad. There's some sort of communication on there that they need and or want to take a look at it. It's like they have a subpoena for that phone. Because again, the negative or the positive influence here is there's communication. There's a lot of fighting. We want to know the truth. What's the truth that you aren't telling us here? Or that we're trying to figure out, because here in the past, it's like, yeah, we had a wake-up call. There's sunrise, added energy. We're looking at the setting sun, new energies coming in. Either a tip came in or somebody from a different agency, hey, you need to take a look into this. Something's wrong. Because here in the future, with the anchor, grounding, look deeper, a hope, resilience with the Ace of Pentacles. They're looking for the money. Where is it coming from? Where is it being anchored to? there's a hidden bank account somewhere that they're trying to figure out where these offshore accounts are, where these hidden bank accounts are. Where is this money going to? Why is it saying it going here and not over here? There's encryption. This is a really weird thing, in my opinion, here. In Chantal, I do not know if she could ever step foot in Canada without getting arrested. So that's what I'm seeing here. All alleged for entertainment purposes only. I don't know jack shit. That's all I'm going to say. So if y'all liked, feel free, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions down below. Otherwise, thank you again so much for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me or join YouTube members, you can do so using the links down below, either in the description box or my pinned comment. Otherwise, I really just want to say a great big thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys all in the next one. So thank you, and bye!